A bill expanding the use of emotional support dogs in courtrooms is headed to Governor Whitmer's desk. And while it received broad bipartisan support, it's not clear if the governor will sign it.
Emotional support dogs have been allowed in Michigan courtrooms for several years now, but only certain people can have a furry friend by their side as they testify. Now there's an effort for that criteria to widen.
In September 2018, a Michigan law allowed emotional support dogs to enter courtrooms. They can be used as victims of child abuse, sexual assault, and crimes involving vulnerable adults testify. Judge Kathleen Feeney with the Michigan Court of Appeals, who sat on the Kent County Family Circuit Court bench for 22 years, says she's seen the struggles child victims can have in court.
These kids have such a significant trauma history that lots of times they can't tell their story.
She says having support dogs by a victim's side can make a difference as they stand just feet away from their accused assailant.
This helps them keep their blood pressure lower, be able to stay in their prefrontal cortex rather than being frightened and being sitting in their amygdala, so they can recall facts better, they can testify more accurately.
Current law only allows emotional support dogs to be used by victims under the age of 16, people with a developmental disability, or a vulnerable adult. Now there's an effort to make the dogs available to more individuals.
Unfortunately, there are way too many children who are the victims of sexual abuse and physical abuse, and people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to think about it. But we have to do everything we can to support these kids.
Last year, the Michigan Senate passed Senate Bill 248, which would allow children 17 and under to use a support dog. The House recently okayed the bill, sending it to Governor Whitmer.
I think having a chance to come in and tell what happened to them and see that they can hopefully obtain some justice for themselves will be the first step in helping them overcome that trauma.
The bill also expands the definition of courtroom support dogs, giving American Kennel Club approved therapy dogs the ability to assist. Feeney says this is crucial as many of the current dogs are getting older.
These are the same dogs that you see at the TSA in the airport. These are the same dogs that are doing rough readers at the libraries.
And she adds that this bill is about helping kids and adults through traumatic experiences.
I hope that this does not get caught up in politics, that everyone sees how necessary this is.
Now the bill officially went to the governor on December 19th. In the WoodTV.com digital studio, Demetria Sanders, News 8.